Hi, if you're thinking about buying solar powered energy here in Puerto Rico, this video may help you avoid making some expensive mistakes. Now, my name is Jose Toro. I'm a renewable energy consultant with Tropical Energy. We're based here in Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, and I've spent more than 25 years working in capital equipment sales and consulting here in Puerto Rico and throughout the Caribbean, helping people make long-term investment decisions. Hopefully, I can help you in the future as well. Now, I want to be very clear from the beginning. I would rather tell you no than sell you something that doesn't actually serve you. That's how I work. That's how I deal. I say that because every single day I see the same situation. Responsible people with solid credit, smart professionals, many of them from the mainland or new to Puerto Rico, who already spoke to one or two solar reps and still end up making decisions that don't work the way they expected. This is especially common with people who are not used to long power outages, changing utility fees, or the way energy really works here in Puerto Rico. This is not a sales video. I'm not here to push equipment or close a deal. My goal is simple. Before you sign anything, I want to talk you through 5 common mistakes I see when people living or moving to Puerto Rico decide to go solar, so you can make a clear, informed decision without pressure or surprises later. Mistake number 1, thinking your electric bill tells you the whole story. If you're new to Puerto Rico, pay attention. If you think your electric bill tells you everything you need to know, that's your first mistake. And if you recently moved to Puerto Rico, this matters even more. Now, on the mainland, the grid is stable. You get a bill, you pay it, done. Here, energy works very differently. Outages, old infrastructure, and inefficient appliances change everything. I've seen 2 homes with the same bill and completely different energy needs. Working from home versus being out all day changes consumption. An old AC can use double the power of an inverter unit. An electric water heater also can reshape the entire solar system you have. That's why solar is not designed around the dollar amount on your bill. It's designed around how, when, and why you use electricity. When this analysis is done incorrectly, one of 2 things happen. The system doesn't perform as expected, or you pay for capacity you never actually needed. Now, this happens a lot in Puerto Rico, especially with people still learning how energy really works here on the island. Before any solar decision, you must understand your kilowatts per hour usage, appliances, and daily habits. That's how you avoid expensive mistakes. Mistake number 2, thinking a battery replaces a solar system. This mistake explodes after long power outages here in Puerto Rico. And I hear it all the time, people calling. I want a battery to lower my bill. I saw an ad that said it lasts for days. Really? Here's the problem. People confuse solar power generation systems with batteries here in Puerto Rico. Now, batteries are excellent. They're great for backup. They keep essentials running during outages, but a battery does not generate energy. This may sound obvious, but many people here don't see it that way. That's why I always repeat this to my clients. Batteries solve outages, not electric bills. Now, that doesn't make batteries bad. In many situations, they make perfect sense. The issue is when someone buys a battery thinking it will replace a solar generation system or significantly reduce their monthly costs. After long outages, it's normal to think about batteries first. The first mistake is expecting them to do everything. In Puerto Rico, with the type of marketing you see online, it's very easy to misunderstand this. That's why understanding the role of each component matters before making a decision that looks good, but doesn't work the way you expected. Mistake number 3, not understanding financing or your return on investment here in Puerto Rico. This mistake isn't about technology, it's about money. And it's one of the most expensive ones. Solar is not expensive. Signing financing you don't fully understand is. Many people focus only on one thing, the monthly payment. That's how it is here. That's it. They don't look at the real return on investment. They don't compare what they're paying versus what they're actually saving. They don't think about how long they're planning to stay in the property. They don't consider future energy use or rate increases. A low monthly payment does not automatically mean a good deal. I've seen situations where solar absolutely could work, but not with the financing structure that was offered. And I've also seen cases where honestly, solar did not make financial sense at that moment. Saying that is part of my job. My responsibility as a consultant isn't to sell you solar. It's to help you understand whether it fits for you and your reality, your timeline, and your finances. Because solar can be a great investment, but only when the numbers actually work for you. Mistake number 4, not understanding the system's limitations. This mistake usually shows up after the system is installed, and that's when frustration starts. Solar is a powerful tool, but it's not magic. Every solar system has limits. Central air running all day, electric stoves, large homes with limited roof space, outages that last for days. All of that must be evaluated carefully before anything is installed. In Puerto Rico, after hurricanes or large blackouts, expectations naturally go up. That's normal. People want everything running all the time. The problem isn't having expectations. The problem is when no one explains clearly what the system can do and what it can't. When limitations aren't discussed up front, disappointment comes later. Now, I've seen systems fail expectations, not because the equipment was bad, but because the system was never explained properly. A well-explained system almost always performs better for the person who buys it, because you know what to expect and you're not surprised afterwards. That clarity is part of doing solar the right way here in Puerto Rico. Mistake number 5, buying out of fear or pressure. This last mistake is not technical, it's emotional. After a major power outage, anxiety goes up fast here in Puerto Rico. Phones start ringing, sales messages appear everywhere, limited time offers, act now. Everyone is installing, and suddenly everyone has advice. I say this respectfully because I've lived it many times here in Puerto Rico. After long outages, people rush decisions. Fear takes over, and fear is not a good advisor. Solar decisions made under pressure usually lead to regret later. Not because solar is bad, but because the decision wasn't calm and informed. Now, I've seen people sign contracts simply because they were tired of outages or because they felt they had to act before something expired. Solar should never be bought out of panic. It should be bought with clarity. Good solar decisions are based on information, on timing, on the reality, not on urgency or emotional pressure. That's why I always slow the conversation down, because when fear drives the decision, the system rarely meets expectations. In Puerto Rico, especially after outages, taking a breath matters. Making the right decision matters more. So there you have it. Solar can be an excellent solution in Puerto Rico, but only if it fits your reality, your energy use, your budget, and your expectations. That's why I always say the same thing to everyone. I would rather tell you no than sell you something that doesn't actually serve you. In upcoming videos, I'll explain when batteries do make sense and the most common financial mistakes people make when going solar here in Puerto Rico. Stay tuned for them. If you really want clarity, we can talk directly. Message me by WhatsApp. No pressure, no commitments. We'll calmly review your situation and I'll tell you honestly whether solar makes sense for you or not. You can also visit my website. Both links are in the description below. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe to it, turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next ones. This channel is about making better energy decisions in Puerto Rico, especially if you're new to the island or planning to move here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to speak to you soon.